This is Raymond Bass, 1/4 of the Ownership Club over at the Financial Power Hours on Intellectual Radio. We're over here every Saturday, 3 to 5 p.m. We just wanted to do just a quick interjection with Orlando Winfrey, aka OJ the Bankman. He has some quick information he wants to share with you all.
Yeah, so I'm actually got to skedaddle. I got to get to my fatherly duties, and the bad signal that came up, wife has called me to get home. But I just wanted to let you guys know, man. I will be doing the show here, if not once, but maybe twice a month. Going forward. But I definitely want to thank the guests that we had today, and then the guests that we have coming up. Can't wait to get more information and hopefully do some business with you guys. But you guys can definitely catch me social medias, OJ Dub35. You can also find me at OJ the Bankman. And then Wintrust, it's www.wintrustbank.com. Winfrey at wintrustbank.com is the email. Phone number 773-661-0588. Facebook, Orlando Winfrey. You'll find me on there. But you can also listen to me Saturdays and Sundays on Hit USA Radio. It's the Patiently Impatient show. I'm on there playing good music. Also doing a lot of this. So dropping financial nuggets. Talking about various things, and hopefully maybe down the line having a couple of these guests on my show as well. But definitely please tap in with me. Again, it's hitusaradio.com, the Patiently Impatient show with your boy OJ Dub. I appreciate everybody that was in the studio today, and thanks to you guys for listening. And we'll be right back.
Hey peeps, you heard it. It's the Financial Power Hours over at Intellectual Radio. We're going to take a quick music break, and we'll be right back with our next guest.
Thanks, OJ.
Get in here and do the real thing.
Bro. Give me a shout.
Definitely appreciate you guys.
Yeah, no doubt.
Let's be.
Adrian Miller.
Hey man, good job, man. Another Winfrey, huh? Winfrey's in the house.
Are you a Winfrey too?
Yeah.
See, I knew I liked you.
Yeah, I thought he said Oprah Winfrey. Did he just say Oprah Winfrey?
You ready?
Yep. Come on.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey, peeps. Raymond Bass, 1/4 of the Ownership Club. You're listening to the Financial Power Hours over at Intellectual Radio. We still have our business partner, Karen Stephens, in the building.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing out there?
We have our business partner, Frank Montreux, the king of the South Side of the building.
I'm back.
And we are now introducing Adrian Miller.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing?
Oh, we're doing amazing, Adrian. Frank speaks very highly of you, and apparently you guys do a lot of work together. Why don't you share some of the projects that you have going on right now?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a business called Property 52, and we do education on real estate every Tuesdays from 6 to 7 over Zoom. I'll give you my social media. It's Adrian G. Miller Jr. on all platforms. Adrian G. Miller Jr. But I'm one of the realtors. I work with Frank. I'm on the same team. And I primarily focus on investing. And so one of the things is, and also mindset, personal development, and teaching people how to invest in real estate, but also how to build generational wealth. And so by trade, I'm a software engineer. I've been doing it for 20 years. I worked on writing trading algorithms, risk management software for hedge funds. But I use the background that I have in technology to find opportunities in the market and try to exploit those for building wealth. So far this year, we've purchased 10 homes. We have 6 renovations going on right now. The last 4 properties we bought, we have no cash in the deals. We have financial partners that either give us the down payment They give us the closing costs and they give us holding costs while we're doing the renovations, and we're able to show other people how to scale by building relationships and showing people how to do things creatively. We also purchased 4 homes this year, subject to, which is finding individuals who are in unique situations where they keep the loan and the mortgage in their name, but they transfer the deed over to us and we make payments on their behalf. So we find ways to solve problems. We look for problems. And so one of the biggest things that we do, like Frank teaches all the time, is excessive value. And one of the things that most people don't know is they have limiting beliefs that make them feel like that they can't do something. And every time they say they can't do it, we go and do it and show them that they can do it and then show them how to do it. And so one of the things that we bring to the table as realtors is that this is our lifestyle. Like, this is not a job for us. One of the things that we want to do is build personal relationships. We don't want to just make a buck off you. So when I talk to people about investing and we look for opportunities in the market, most of the time we look for a way to not just serve the seller or serve the client, but also find a way that we can partner together to solve that problem. Because, you know, whether somebody has a pre-foreclosure or they're going through a divorce, we want to be in a position to be able to serve them and show them how they can get out of that situation. And it's not just the whole traditional mindset and how I can approach real estate. You know, Frank talked about the different neighborhoods within Chicago, and we also talked about the market and how some markets are up, some markets are down. But then there's another part that people don't look at, and that is distressed homes. So when you have a market where interest rates are up and the market is down, you can get an even greater discount on a distressed property. But most people don't even realize there's a 203K loan that you can get to renovate a house, put 3.5% down from FHA, and you can renovate that property. So now you have a property that you got a discount on because the market is down in that particular neighborhood, but then you got another discount because the property is distressed and it's been sitting on the market for 90 plus days. And we look to find those unique situations, because once you get those properties back on the market and renovated at 3.5% down, now you're able to force appreciate, which is not just having appreciation the way the market actually does it, but by putting something new into the property and pushing it past what the current inventory looks like. So if you want to be able to do it for your personal self, now you've just created a bunch of equity in the property that when people looked at it consistently, they were saying that this has no value. So most of the projects that we do, we have a property right now. So we're buying in Brownsville. We have that's one. If you have a property in Brownsville and you know somebody who wants to sell a property in Brownsville, contact me, 217-714-1376. That's our market. We buy. We can help you get dispose of that property or be able to get that property sold. Or if you're looking to buy, you can get in contact with us. But we go into these different neighborhoods: Brownsville, Homewood, Calumet City, Chicago Heights, and we've been actively buying multiple properties. But we have a property now that was sitting on the market for 2 years. The asking price was $180,000. We offered $100,000, and we got the property.
Wow.
So now we have a property that has equity. Well, they had a problem. It was a very sad story where there was a fire and the mom died and the father was trying to fix the house up, and then the father died, and so now the kids were stuck with a property that they couldn't do anything on, and it was half finished. Everybody else looked at the property for years and didn't do anything with it. We're almost done. They sent me pictures where they're putting the drywall up now. And so now you have a property that by the time we finish with the renovations, we put $75,000 into it, and the ARV on the property should be close to $300,000. And this is in Calumet City.
In Calumet City?
In Calumet City.
Wow.
And if you look at the property, it's the most unique property there because it's completely open. It has 3 bathrooms. It has 4 bedrooms. It's a phenomenal house. And you'll be able to see it on our social media pages because I have my videographer here, and we videotape all the stuff that we're doing. And so one of the things is that project itself, we have no money in the project. I have a financial partner who gave us $50,000 to put in the down payment, the closing costs, and to be able to hold the property while the renovations were going on. Once we sell the property, we'll pay our financial partners back out. We do this often, but that's just one strategy that we do. We have another strategy. We talk about the 203K loan because most people don't know it. A lot of realtors don't know it. But what we try to teach our, not even investors, but the wealth builders is buy a multifamily using the 203K loan. This is the lowest entry into a business that you can get, 3.5% down. They will allow you to take the property all the way down to the foundation. As long as you don't touch the foundation, you can rebuild the house. They'll give you as much money as you qualify for to put the house back together. And so you can get a brand new house with 3.5% down. It can be a multifamily unit, and you can live in one, and you can rent out the other two or three, depending on if you go up to a 4-unit or not. And then what you can end up doing is once the year is over with, you can move out of the house and you can rent it out. Now, if you want to refinance it into a conventional loan because you went in, you did renovations, and you increase the price of the house, you do your refinance, you pull the money out, you get all your money back out of the house. You have a brand new house that's cash flowing. We have one in Brownsville that we're doing the exact same thing. We bought the property for $325,000. We're putting $300,000 into the property. The property appraised at the day that we close for close to $900,000. When the property is finished, we'll refinance, get all of our money back out, and then we'll go do it again. Because every year, every 12 to 18 months, you can do it. So if you're an investor or you're somebody that want to build wealth, we always suggest using this. And so you can do this with, we call it the 4-3-2-1, where you buy a 4-unit, you renovate it, you pull the money back out. The next year, you go buy a 3-unit, you renovate it, you refinance it, you pull the money out. By the time you get to the 1, now you have a property that you don't have to pay for, and you'll never have to pay another mortgage again the rest of your life, because the 4-unit, the 3-unit, the 2-unit, and the 1-unit, the 2-unit will pay for the 1-unit. And so now forever, you will never have to pay for another place to live. And so there's so many different strategies. My background in writing trading algorithms and helping people make money, market makers make money on the volatility in the stock market, is what I use to try to find ways to make money in the real estate market. The difference between the two is, for instance, if I have $100,000 in the stock market and the market goes down 25%, now I have $75,000 in 20%, now I have $80,000 in my bank account. If the market goes up 20%, I have $96,000 in my bank account. We can look at the market and say on average the market didn't move, but I lost $4,000. People don't look at that. They look at the average and say on average the market went up 8. You don't know how much money you lost. In real estate, you don't lose money based on the shift in the market. And the way that we position ourselves with financial partners, because the people that give us money, we give them anywhere from 10 to 12% interest that's attached to a fixed asset that doesn't fluctuate with the market. And so now you have a first lien, and you either have a first lien or second lien position, and we give you a promissory note, but now you don't have this fluctuation with the market. And so people can get on either side of real estate. You can make money by being a private money lender or a private money partner, or you can make money by being an investor. And so there's a lot of different strategies that we teach to help people learn how to make money in the market. But as Frank said, you got to get past the limiting belief first, saying, oh, I got to get my credit score together before I can buy something. If I relied on credit scores, nobody would buy anything. But there's a thing called the DSCR loan, which you don't even have to have money from a job. You can get a DSCR loan, and they'll give you money based on how well the property sustained itself. And the credit scores are much lower for being able to get into some of these type of loans. But the biggest issue is people have this mindset issue because they don't know. So stop saying I can't, and then say how can I find somebody who is doing it so that I can learn how to do it too. The number one thing that I think that people fail to do, Frank mentioned it earlier, and he's my mentor. He helps me a lot. And he's one of the biggest connectors I know. But one of the things that people, they forget or they fail to do is, or the hardest thing for them to do, is not figure out how to be successful. It's figure out what I want to do. Like, what I want to do is the biggest thing, because once you figure out what you want to do, then you can find people that are doing it and they'll tell you what to do, or you can just look at what they're doing. But we're so busy trying to figure out what we want to do that we don't do anything. And so the biggest value that I can bring to an investor is helping them align their actions with their goals. Is that when I sit down and talk to people, I'm like, what are your goals? because if you don't align your actions and your goals, then how do you know where you're going? Once I tell you that I had an agent that I was talking to, and they said they wanted to make $7,000 a month. I'm like, okay, you make $7,000 a month. Let's reverse engineer this. You know, that means your business needs to bring in $21,000 a month. Well, how can I make the $21,000 a month? Well, I'm like, we can wholesale 2 deals, or we can get commission this type of way. Like, we can break it down how you do it. Well, it's saying, okay, if I wholesale 2 deals, what do I have to do? Well, how many offers do I have to make? Well, what's my conversion rate? And then you just keep going backwards and backwards and backwards until it tells you, I need to make 5 offers a day. And then it's like, that's all I got to do? You make 5 offers a day. Statistically, you cannot fail. You got to do the work. What do people don't want to do the work? Is that what we say all the time?
Bottom line,
They don't want to do the work.
people don't want to work. If everybody wants to be a millionaire, nobody wants to do the work to be a millionaire.
Yeah, so you know, we have, like I said, on Tuesdays we have different. We call it our unplugged session, open house. Open house where we sit down and answer anything related to real estate, or we teach on a particular subject, or we bring in somebody to have a conversation about real estate and how you can learn how to invest. But yeah, that's primarily what we do. But like I said, if you need to get in contact with me, it's Adrian G. Miller Jr. on every social media platform, or 217-714-1376. We would love to help you find a home. We would love to help you to sell you a home, or help you learn how to invest.
Can you share that information one more time, how to get in touch with you, Adrian?
Yes, on social media, it's Adrian, Adrian G. Miller Jr. on every platform.
And what's that phone number again?
217-714-1376.
Okay, and Frank, how can the people get in contact with you? Because both of you gentlemen have, like, you guys have brought so much value to the show today. Like, you're definitely welcome to continue to come back, because we need your help getting this word out here.
Love to. I mean, that's what we do. We have a lot more. I could talk about a ton of different things in the market. Yeah, so we can help you find properties. We can help if you have distressed properties. We can help you sell it. If you have a regular house, we can help you sell it. We can help you manage your real estate business. So please give me a call at 708-307-0777. I mean, even if you just want to talk, and if you have specific questions, I'll be more than happy to help you. Again, 708-307-0777.
Frank is one of the most generous people I know. It's hard beating him to generosity. We meet every week, and he buys me Starbucks every week, and my belly grows every week. No, but yeah. So we just want to have fun, and we want to teach people. We want to have fun. We want to teach people about wealth and how to get to where they want to go. The one thing that I realize in life is that I have to dream big enough to encompass everybody else's dreams that I'm partnering with, so that we can all achieve our dreams together, and that way nobody's left behind. And you're never going to be in a situation, because we operate with extreme integrity and excessive value in everything that we do. And there is no way that you're not going to be successful as long as you follow what we ask you to do. And you can't be with somebody who's an expert and not follow their advice. So if they tell you, you need to do this, this, and this to get to your credit repaired in the next 30 days, then that is on you to make sure that you do it. But once you get to that point, then it's on us to make sure we get you to where you want to be. And that's what we're committed to doing, and we will always do that.
Hey, we thank you for you guys' services, because you're providing great services out here, creating home ownership, creating generational wealth, creating that retirement. So we're just gonna do one more. How can the people follow you, Frank?
So the best thing to do is text me on my cell phone, 708-307-0777, or I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and it's the same thing. It's just my name, Frank Montrose. So it's FrankMontro. Or I'm also old school with my, if you want to email me, my last name, first initial, so it's MONTROF AOL.com. Yes, I had to. I still. You know what? When people make fun of me, I'm like, hey, it still works. So I mean, I'm
as
kind of
long
like
as it
simple
works.
man. I just I don't need all these bells. I get it done, man.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. Thanks for saving me, brother.
Hey, I got you, brother.
Thank you.
Again, you can reach me at Adrian, ADRIAN, G, Miller, MILLER, Jr. on all platforms. And you can call me at 217-714-1376. Like Frank said, text is probably the best way to get in contact with me. But I answer all my texts and all my DMs and everything like that. So we're going to start bringing you a lot more social media so that you can see the behind the scenes of the things that we're doing and learn how to get in the game.
Perfect.
I can be reached on Facebook at American Dream Tax with Karen. Also on Instagram at that's KAY_STEP 465. And you can also call or text me at 708-858-0037.
And we actually got one more interjection with Frank. Go
Yes,
ahead, Frank.
listen, you don't have to be privileged. You don't have to have perfect credit. You just have to be willing. If you're willing to walk this path, we'll get you into real estate and we'll help you build generational wealth. But do not listen. You know, your mind is the trickiest thing out there. Your mind a lot of times is the best salesperson out there because it talks you out of doing so many things. Take a risk. You know, take a leap of faith today. And if you really want to better yourself, call us and we will help you.
Hey, that's coming straight from the king of the South Side, people. Y'all better make sure y'all get in touch with him. And you can keep looking forward to hearing more from Frank, Adrian, and the rest of their team on the Financial Power Hours. You'll listen to the Financial Power Hours at Intellectual Radio. This is Raymond Batts. You can find me on Facebook, Raymond Alexander Batts. Look for the picture, look like an old 80s R&B album cover. Find me on Instagram, Mr. Batts the Court Man. Look for the picture, look like Morpheus, and make sure you take the red pill, deal.
Good job.
Nice.
Good job.
Great, man. Great.
That's how we roll, bro.
I was telling Brian.